She doesn't need a man. She's an independent woman.
My family calls it my superpower. It's my ability to see value in things that other people might overlook. Sometimes I go picking with my boyfriend, sometimes it's my best friend Sue, and sometimes it's my kids. But at the end of the day, it's all about having fun and hopefully just maybe making a profit.
Out on the table here in front of us, we have everything from the past 2 days worth of video, which was actually one trip to the flea market, not including all of the boxed stuff that we bought from Eric, which is over here in about 10 boxes? Six boxes and 2 from last week.
That we don't even know what's
boxes.
in those 2 boxes yet.
No, we haven't gone through them. Eric's just like, here's some boxes, so we're gonna do a mystery unboxing on those. But we're gonna talk about this stuff today. This is most of the stuff that we got.
It's not all of it. We're kind of crunched for time on this portion of the filming.
This is part 1.
So we're gonna give you as much as we can in this video, and then we've got 3 more boxes.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about everything that's here in front of us. Now, I found this interesting because as we were digging through stuff, I'm noticing price tags on everything. And I said something to Andrew and he tells me that this was the estate of an antique dealer, somebody who dealt in antiques. I will say this, that the prices on these antiques are about 20 years ago.
Yeah.
They're insanely high.
Yes.
The antiques market has unfortunately
come way down. And I think part of that problem is the advent of eBay and the internet and all that, because you've got, the market is just so much bigger now. You're looking at a worldwide market instead of a local antique shop that people would happen to stop in and see that one thing that they really liked, and they would spend,
and they wouldn't be able to look up comps, they wouldn't know.
$75, yeah. And you know, you know what I mean? Like, so it's just, I think eBay is,
and
it's
the internet.
It's got its pros and its cons.
It does.
Like everything.
Absolutely.
But it is interesting to see what they were charging for some of this stuff, or asking for it, and knowing what some of it goes for today.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna start right off with this bowl, which is one of the first items that we grabbed. I knew right off the bat that it was made by Dugan. It's this peach opalescent, which is, this white is considered opalescent. It's marigold or peach, depending on how you want to describe it. The pattern is Ski Star, and they had a price on here, this is just to put everything into perspective, of $175 was their price on here. Comps on eBay, it sells for $10 to $20.
Yeah.
So that kind of gives you some idea
of where the prices
have dropped. And, you know, granted, they were probably, you know, if this was their estate, they were probably elderly. They probably, you know, were pricing antiques back 20 years ago and were still pricing them as they did back then.
And this is probably a lot of inventory that sat around and sat around and sat around and did absolutely nothing but collect dust. But because there is some amazing stuff here, though.
Oh, it's phenomenal. I'm so excited.
I don't know how long this was boxed up in storage or anything like that, too. So it could have been. This piece is cool though, because it's so crude.
It's got, yeah, it's got some
pot stones.
defects.
It's got bubbles in the glass. It's early. It's crude.
It's got character.
It does, and what looks like chips around the edges are not, in fact, chips.
Dark spots
they're pot
from
stones.
the pot stones.
Yeah, they're pot stones.
So I think that's probably why it was still there when we got there.
Yeah.
It's because somebody probably thought, oh, those are chips, but no, that was part of the glass manufacturing process.
Yep.
And it had pot stones, which I think is really neat. I kind of like it. I might hoard it. But no, I can't. I can't hoard any more glass. I'm going to sell it.
Okay.
I'm telling myself that. I'm saying it out loud. I should mention that our total spend here on all of this stuff was $260.
Yes, we spent $260.
So we spent $260 on everything here.
Six banana boxes full.
So, yeah, and the 3 boxes that are down on the floor. So we will get to those boxes. I'm going to just keep talking because we're crunched for time.
Yeah, so what else you got there?
I've got a doll.
It's past Halloween though.
I know, and I normally don't buy dolls, but she's a little witch doll.
She's cool.
She's made by Man. They make these dolls. They're made in Korea. There's these dolls with these big eyes. They're not worth a ton of money. Bradley, I believe, is the other company that makes dolls similar to this with the big eyes. They're made in Korea. They don't have a huge resale value. However, I should reiterate that recently in our Facebook group, somebody posted one that sold for like $1,000 and something. I have never in my life seen one of those dolls sell for $1,000. Normally it's like 10 or 15 bucks. I was blown away. So I guess there are exceptions to the rule.
Yeah, there's oddities and rarities.
There's always exceptions to the rule.
In any collectible topic.
It's true. But this doll right here sells for 10 to 15. And that's during Halloween. So I'm not sure how much it's going to sell for now. It's new in the box. It has its original certificate of authenticity. And she's a little witch doll. So I grabbed her. When you're paying next to nothing for all this stuff. I mean, not next to nothing, but when everything's so cheap, you just grab it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start setting some stuff down on the table so that I'm not knocking it off the table. Another piece I grabbed was this.
You think you're funny?
I know I'm funny because he's like, "That's not Royal Haeger." I'm like,
I didn't
"Yes,
say it wasn't.
is."
I said it didn't look like.
I know, but I recognize the glaze, and that's something I would recognize. You wouldn't.
And the glaze is what threw me off because I'm used to seeing this like
the pink one.
This like matte finish.
Oh, the matte. They had lots, and then they had the pink mauve glaze, like the planter that I got the other day. They had signature glazes, and this I recognize is one of their signature glazes. I mean, granted, there were other companies using very similar glazes, so that's always, but I recognize this as being a Royal Haeger glaze. So this is a console bowl. It is made by Royal Haeger. They had it marked for $15. It's made, this one's actually worth a little bit more than $15, believe it or not. This one is probably worth, I want to say $20 to $30. It's a console bowl. Probably mid-century. I did find another example online with the original sticker, and that's how I'm able to confirm that it's Royal Haeger without any mark on the bottom. This piece right here, also Royal Haeger.
Goes with that console bowl?
Judging by the glaze. And it does. It matches the console bowl. So this has 2 candle holders. I suspect there may have actually been 2 of these to go with the console bowl, but we only have 1.
But I don't know, with a double candle like that?
I don't know.
Do you think they tried to just combine 2 candles into one candlestick?
No, that wouldn't make any sense at all.
Less pieces they actually have to produce and put out, though.
Yeah, I know. I feel like there would need to be 2. 2 would make it better.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Okay. I'm alright with that explanation. Sure, whatever. I'm
glad we're on the same page.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This piece right here, I would expect to go again for $20 to $30. Royal Haeger. Duh. We've got this guy.
Hobnail.
This is a hobnail. It is Vaseline glass.
That's what it looks like. Yeah,
Vaseline glass. And it is an opalescent because it has this white glass up here, but it's a hobnail. They had this marked for $35. This is what we're talking about, those old prices. I do not suspect that this is worth $35. If I was to put a price on this, I would put $12 to $15.
I was just looking to see if there was
it would probably
Fenton mark
glow.
underneath the price
probably
tag.
Glow. No, it's an older piece, I believe. So it wouldn't have a mark. But I would suspect that this would glow under black light. And I don't know where my black light is.
It's probably upstairs in the office.
I can't find it anywhere.
It's gotta be around somewhere.
The kids stole it.
They better not have.
They did.
We'll feed them to the owl.
Speaking of Fenton, we've got this piece right here. This is a cranberry melon vase.
See, now I wouldn't pick that up and think Fenton.
I know you wouldn't.
Because it's so thin compared to what I'm like normally see for Fenton.
It is the Fenton. What is it marked for their price?
Their price is marked $28.
Yeah, unfortunately, it is not worth $28. It's worth about half of that. It's called a melon vase because of this bulbous shape.
I like that word, bulbous.
This bulbous shape, that is the shape of a melon vase.
Bulbous.
So this is what we would call a melon vase. And like I said, it's worth probably $12 to $15. And it is a cranberry glass. It's that pink glass. They don't call it pink glass, they call it cranberry.
I snagged this for you, for your glass.
I I like it.
I liked this down here, the extra little ribs on the stem.
Yeah, I like that. It's a nice piece. It's I would consider it art glass. It's kind of got an optic, kind of like a lot of my pieces.
That's why I grabbed it, and they've got that priced at $10.
Yeah, I'd say it would probably be 8 to 10. I feel like these stickers, as opposed to the handwritten stickers,
are a little later.
Yeah, these are later, and the prices are more on point. So, yeah, I would probably say that's probably 8 to 12. I'm gonna grab our last piece of Fenton to talk about that.
Oh yeah, I think that was one of the pieces I snagged early in the morning.
Look at the price.
I know.
They've got $48 on this. Oh my goodness. This, we talk a lot about Silvercrest. I think we've had a piece with Gold Crest. Gold Crest is yellow. Now we've got Blue Crest. I mean, that's pretty simple and straightforward. That's the blue around the edge. This is just a little vase. It's Blue Crest. This piece right here is worth probably $8 to $15.
Not 48.
Not 48. Don't be fooled by the price sticker on there.
Yeah, and just because you go into a flea market or a yard sale or someplace and you see stuff like this that somebody had for sale at one time and they have price tags on it, doesn't mean it's what it's worth.
Yeah.
You still need to do some research because, again, in this particular situation, you're talking about a dealer that put prices on this how many years ago?
Yeah.
Or we assume how many years ago. Hopefully they weren't trying to price gouge, but you got to be careful. You still have to be careful. So.
Yep. So those were our few Fenton pieces. I don't think we have any other on the table that are Fenton, and I don't think we have any in the box. So those were the pieces of Fenton that we grabbed.
I mean, this isn't Fenton, but it's still a nice piece of art glass.
Yes, and that is considered a top hat shape because of the way.
I really liked how it's got all these like swirls to it.
Optic.
And it's still got the panel on the bottom.
Yes.
And they had this priced at $20.
And it's probably about half that. I think if we just cut, well, I can't really say that because the Dugan bowl was $175. So you can say if we could just cut the prices in half, I think we'd be on point.
Yeah.
But that would probably, actually a little more than half. I'd say probably $12 to $16 for that.
That's a really pretty piece.
I like the color of the glass. It's like a dark blue.
Yeah, and it's got a pot stone in it too. So it's not. I want to say this is earlier piece of glass. I don't really think this is.
It's kind of got a rough ponto mark on it.
It does. I don't think this is a more modern piece of glass. I think this is a little older.
Let me get them close up.
I like it though. I like the smoky blue to it.
Yeah, it's a nice piece.
It would look really nice in a window.
Absolutely.
The sun coming through it.
Do you want to talk about the cobalt?
Yeah, it's pretty.
So this is just a little cobalt
vase.
Blue vase. What's it called? A vase.
Vase.
Fancy. This is marked $20. We're talking $12 to $15 for this.
So it's not uber high, but still not.
I suspect this is more than likely Bohemian art glass.
That's what it looked like to me. It's got that hand painting all over the Noritake.
It's got the gold applied. Now, a lot of the times you have Bristol glass, but the Bristol glass is a lot more just flat, hand-painted florals. This has got the raised Noritake. I tend to lean a little bit more towards the Bohemian glass when that's the case.
Yeah.
So we got this, and normally when I find these, they come in pairs.
Unfortunately,
we only had the one, so... Yes.
Found some more open salts.
I know, I was just looking at those.
Yeah, I found 5 of these in the one box.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, the price tag says $40 and 6 salts.
Oh, you missed one.
But I only found 5 in that box, and I unwrapped every piece of paper towel that was in there, and there was only 5 in there. But $40 for 6 of them. And
I feel like we've actually bought and sold.
We've had those.
We've had these exact same ones with the gold.
But the ones we had, there was like a dozen of them, and they were in a box.
Yes, but they were this gold.
Yes.
Now, let me say real quick, one of my viewers had commented on one of the videos, because I've been picking up a lot of these little open salts, and they're selling really well. And so whenever I find them, I buy them because they're selling so well. And somebody had commented on my video that gourmet salts, people are making gourmet salts, and it's becoming a fad. And so these little open salts are becoming really popular again because people are making them gourmet salts and putting
having
them on the table at parties and stuff.
Yeah.
So these are coming back, and that's why they're selling so well. I thought that was really cool.
Would these be little sauce dishes though?
I think those are little sauce dishes. I wanted them to be salts, but they're just too big.
They are Nippon.
Yeah.
They are hand painted, and it
They
says
could also be nut dishes.
4 pieces.
And you got all for $65.
They wanted $65 for 4 of these, but it is really, really pretty
They
stuff.
are really, really pretty.
I don't think 65.
I would not expect to get 65 for those.
No.
I would probably expect, I want to say, to get like 25 to 30 for those.
Yeah.
Just as little sauce dishes. Possibly nut dishes. They could have come in a bigger nut dish set.
Yeah.
But they are kind of small, so I'm not sure on those. Let's talk about these little salt and pepper shakers. I grabbed these. I thought they were just really decorative. They have a mark of Nippon. They're Nippon. $45 on these. But I would expect these to probably go for 20 to 25 just because they're so decorative.
Yeah.
And they're really nice. They do not, unfortunately, have stoppers on the bottom. But I feel like that's okay because they would have had
A cork.
And the corks have a tendency to
Dry
out.
Yeah.
And so they have to be replaced anyway, even though we're like, oh, great, these still have the stoppers.
And corks are so plentiful online.
Yeah.
You just need to measure the diameter of the opening. You have, so when you're looking these up, so you want to measure the diameter of this hole, and then you want to measure the diameter of the cork to match that. If you get bigger corks, you can shave them down. It's pretty easy. It's real soft stuff, so you can shave it down if you have to.
But you can also get rubber ones too.
You can.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
If that's what you want to go with.
Amazon, simple
Everywhere, yeah.
Google search. You'll find stoppers for your shakers.
And Thanksgiving is coming.
And your table being very decorative.
I know, I'm so excited to decorate my table. I've been hoarding all the Flow Blue.
I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, we're going to use Flow Blue stuff for Thanksgiving, and then we're going to sell it after we're done with it.
That's the plan. Unless I really like it and I want to use the end next year.
Just get something new for next year.
Maybe.
We buy enough stuff.
I'll think about it.
We could do different Thanksgiving every year.
Oh, it would be delightful.
We could do Flow Blue this year. We could do Nippon next year. We could do.
Oh, we could, couldn't we?
We could do something different every year.
Maybe we could do Nippon for Christmas.
Ooh, we could. We could do a Nippon Christmas. You can't even right now. You can't even. I win. I win. I win again.
I don't know where to start now.
I win again.
Okay. We also grabbed these. It's a sugar and creamer set. They are Limboges. And when we were pulling them out of the box, I noticed that the sticker says as is, which I didn't notice when I found them. They're also marked $55 as is. What? They are T&V, which I'm not sure off the top of my head. It's something in Vought. But they are Limboges. These would probably sell for 20 to 25. But given that they do have a chip, that's going to affect the value. And the chip, if you can see, is right here. So it's kind of on the side, that side.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But hey, they were asking $55 for those, so I just don't know. We've got a lot of stuff to go through, and I've got a hair appointment.
I picked this little guy up. We sold one of those little boxes.
Mm-hmm.
I could not find the bottom of the box that goes with this. I don't know. It could be a lid, but I feel like the sides are tapered a little bit, and they're not glazed. So
yeah.
I feel like this would have been a lid for a little box, but it's still pretty cool though. I mean,
he's cute.
And I grabbed it because we had one recently and somebody had bought it, and if they want a matching one, well, there's something to go with it now.
I like it.
Put him there. Oh, this is cool. This is actually marked Dugan Novelty Company. This little Floridian alligator, but he's cool.
It's chalkware, right?
It is chalkware. And he's a little pencil holder.
You could set him by the cash register, like, right? Or a pen. Put a pen in there for people to sign their receipts.
Yep.
And have them walk away with your pen all the time.
And he still says Florida on his cheek.
Yeah.
He's still got the original Florida sticker on there.
I like him.
But yeah, that's a little pencil holder.
Little alligator choking on a pencil.
This is really cool. The cold cream jar that we had actually sold fairly well. I think it brought $12,
Yeah.
which was a little more than I expected, but that's okay because it was a really pretty jar. But I grabbed this perfume bottle. Now, normally I don't grab the later perfume bottles, but this one actually still has its original stopper, and the stopper is cobalt blue and glass. The original label's intact, and it is a French perfume.
Shalimar. Ooh, fancy.
Guerlain,
Did you
Paris.
smell it?
No, I didn't. Actually, it doesn't smell bad.
Smells like grandma.
Smells like grandma. Definitely smells like grandma. But perfume bottles with the original stoppers can do very well. So I'm not sure. I have not looked this up for comps yet. So I'm not sure as far as... But perfume bottles can be all over the board.
Yeah.
All over. There's no one price range for perfume bottles. So this is cool. The price tag.
I'm obsessed with that.
The price tag fell off of this. They had it marked $30. It is from the theme building at the 1939 World's Fair. Now I did find two that did not sell on eBay, but the Pyro or the ACL, the applied color label, was really worn down. There was a different variety or different color of the theme building that they were asking $25 on a current listing. So I would expect this to be in that $20 to $30 range because of the condition, because of the age, and the theme of it.
I love that.
I think I saw that. I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. Because
so deco.
Well, it is too. But the thing is the ACL or the applied color labeling that's on this, which is similar to what you find on milk bottles. So usually it's all faded and worn from years of handling, and this one is just
don't ever
all the
put it
little
through the
stars.
dishwasher. All
the little stars all the way around her there. I'm in love with that piece myself.
Are you gonna hoard it?
No. Not something I collect.
Okay, my turn.
Okay.
All right, so I grabbed this piece. It is another console bowl. It is marked Abingdon Pottery. I actually grabbed two of them. One is up with Sam right now. She's taking pictures of it. But they're both this pink glaze. Nice pieces. I would expect to get probably 25 to 30 for these. The other one kind of looks like a shell, and this one's got like a leaf pattern. But they're nice pieces.
How about this one?
The Royal Haeger. No, this isn't Royal Haeger. It's just marked USA. It's a USA pottery piece. This.
It looks like Haeger though. Like I would pick it up thinking Haeger.
I know, I was like, oh yeah, of course, because right here you've got some Haeger.
And it's got the original sticker. It's also marked on the back.
And it's this kind of matte-ish. I wouldn't say this is completely matte. That is completely matte. This is like a matte ashtray. But this...
I don't think this is an ashtray. And the reason I don't think this is an ashtray is because there's no recesses to sit.
I know, it's kind of
your
weird.
Cigarette.
But is it just a trinket dish then?
It could just be a trinket
like
dish.
A vanity dish? I don't know. It's got me stumped.
I don't think it's an ashtray. Just because I'm a smoker.
You would know.
I've used lots of ashtrays.
I would not.
I bought this ashtray.
Oh yes, that is an ashtray, isn't it?
Yes.
Wait,
Masonic.
Let's finish talking about
I like
this
Masonic stuff.
So this Haeger dish, I would expect probably to get 15 to 20 for. This piece right here, again, probably I want to say, I have to say 20 to 25 on this because it's a little bit more plain. It's just got an interesting shape to it. This piece it's got leaves and stuff. That's why I would expect
a little more fancy.
Yeah, it's a little fancier. You feel free to talk about this now.
Yeah, I grabbed that because Masonic stuff is always popular. It's just got the very simple, the ruler, the G, and the compass on there.
Yeah.
So, but
and it's vintage.
Yeah, they had it priced at $4, which is probably about a $5 to $8 item.
But it's neat.
Yeah,
I like it. Okay, let's talk about this. Now this I bought with an open sugar and a creamer. I believe this is an open sugar. I don't think this had a lid.
I don't think it did either, just because it's glazed all the way inside, and it doesn't seem to have a recess for where a lid would sit.
Because I was like desperate to find a lid, and then I'm looking at it, I'm like, I don't think that it had a lid.
I would have to agree with you, because if you look at this,
there's a lip.
Yeah,
there's a lip for lid.
Yeah.
So this piece right here is made in Japan, which I would have suspected even without the sticker, just because of the weight of the ceramic and the way it's made. I would say it's vintage, it's retro. A piece like this, the entire set, I would expect to get $35 to $40 for this. And it does have its original sticker.
For the set?
Yeah, for the set, I'm sorry. It says Vicky, no, it doesn't say made in Japan, it just says Japan. I gotta be very specific about these things.
Yeah.
We've got a monkey planter. Now he does have a boo-boo on his back, unfortunately, but
he's cool though.
He's cool. We come across a lot of planters. That's the thing. A lot of figural planters. Lots of cats and lots of dogs and piggies and all sorts of animals. And I don't think I've ever seen this one. And I suspect that this one is
possibly McCoy.
I was gonna say USA, absolutely. I'm not sure which USA pottery makes it, but just the weight of it. We talked about this in a recent video. The weight of something that is USA pottery versus something that is Japanese. It just, you can kind of tell the weight of things. But it's a monkey.
Yeah.
And so it was unique. Even with the chip, we decided to grab it. This would probably sell between $10 and $15. And I'm not sure how the chip is going to affect that.
What about this funky planter?
I just thought this was an interesting shape. It is. It was one of the first things I grabbed. I think I was just still in that like, oh my gosh, look at this, are we in heaven? And I was just grabbing stuff like crazy.
It's like the second time I've knocked that piece over. And you know what? And this is just a testament to the Occupied Japan stuff. Because I've knocked it over. I've knocked it over twice on the table now, and it's not damaged.
Oh my god. So this piece right here, just this little planter, I would expect probably to get 10 to 15 for this.
How about this one?
That one I would expect to get 15 to 24 because it's a fun shape.
They had that marked 10.
Yeah. It's just a fun shape. It's not marked on the bottom, so I'm not sure who makes it, but.
Here's another planter I snagged.
A ducky planter.
Occupied Japan.
Ooh, Occupied Japan. That might boost the value a little bit. We might be able to get 15 to 20 out of that one. Ah, we lost the recording. We've been recording for 30 minutes. That means I've got a hair appointment. This, I would expect to get a little bit more for, because it is Occupied Japan. And there is no damage on it, so probably 15 to 20. I don't know if they caught that before we got cut off.
Still a cool piece though, I like that.
It is a cool piece.
Let's knock these little vases
out. Are they both Occupied Japan?
This one is. This one is not. This is a little nicer. This one they had priced at $40. And SDEP?
I don't know that one.
I don't know that one either, but this one's just got some simple floral design to it.
We're all doing it now.
You're gonna knock stuff over.
This is the problem with having a full table. So this Occupied Japan piece, I would expect 8 to 12 for this. And this one is just a romantic courting scene, I think. I didn't actually look that close at it. It could be two people murdering each other. I think it's a romantic courting scene. For this vase, without knowing who makes it, SDEP, that could just be department. I'm not sure. This piece I would expect probably to get 12 to 15 for.
It's a pretty piece. I wanna see if I can research that mark a little bit more. There were two of these, but unfortunately the man, his little guitar banjo thing was broken, so we left him behind.
They typically
he had been broken and repaired.
And it was bad repair.
And the glue dried out and the piece fell off.
It was that yellow globby glue.
But you know, she's in great shape, so we saved her.
She's Occupied Japan.
It says hand painted, made. Does it say? I don't think it says occupied Japan.
She's not.
Made in Japan.
You lied to me. I still love you though. I think I asked you, didn't I say? It doesn't matter. I'm really not that concerned about it.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. It's a nice piece.
It is a really nice piece, and typically they would come in pairs. There would be a couple. It's usually a man and a woman. And as he said, the man was just damaged, and I said, well, grab her. You know, it's worth grabbing her. She doesn't need a man. She's an independent woman.
Yeah, that didn't go over too well.
That was pretty funny. So for this, I would expect probably to get 12 to 15 for.
Okay. Moving right along, this is a piece that I got excited about.
Yes.
One of our viewers was at the flea market that morning.
Yes.
And she came up to me, and they have this priced at $25. This is cool. This is really cool. I was not sure.
But it's cool, I'll say.
Yeah, I was not sure when she handed it to me exactly what all of the functions were on this. It is made by the Stanley Tool Company. It has a patent date of 1887 on it. These were made up until the 1930s. They stopped making them in the 1930s. What it is, it's a multi-tool. It's got a level, and if you placed it down like this and extended this piece out, you would put your pencil in, and it would do the diameter circles, like if you were doing a radius on a map somewhere, like to figure out how far out on a radius you were going on a map. It's got a square. Mm-hmm. It's a really popular multi-tool, and I looked these up online after I got home. I hadn't looked it up that morning, so I really didn't know. But this is like a $50 to $75 item, depending on the day of the week.
Cool.
Yeah. So I was totally blown away by that. That was, I agreed to take it and stick it in the box on a whim just because I thought it was a unique, interesting piece. But yeah, this is actually, you can look these up on eBay and they're comps, $50 to $75 sold.
Sweet.
Yeah, and this one is in beautiful condition. All the original set screws are in place. The level is not broken. This would have been a match striker down here. So this is a cool tool.
Are you gonna hoard it?
No. That's up for sale. I don't collect tools.
That's true.
I don't collect tools. I am a tool, but I don't collect them.
Oh, that was a good one. I like that.
We got some plates.
Plates. Okay.
I grabbed those. Now we were talking about the China company on them, but they are hand painted.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Okay. So Drew was picking these up and showing them to me, and then he noticed a note on the back of this one, and it reminded me of something that Sue had said about
Mito China.
I guess one of the people who were involved with Noritake actually left Noritake and went and created Mito China. Engineer
Nagoya.
Good luck with that one.
Saito Sho retired 1908 from Noritake, opened own factory and produced Mito China. World War II, Narumi Saito Sho took over.
There you go.
So around World War II is when this stuff started going into production.
I think that's really cool history.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
Yeah, and again, all the little
details
notes
are on the back.
Yeah, I'm going to leave that sticker on that. I'm not going to take that off.
And it's just a little nappy dish.
I like it.
I like it too. There you are. Then we've got lots of plates. So this one is marked Bavaria. For these, we usually get $8 to $12.
I'll be right back. I have to check on what those crazy birds are doing.
Okay, I will continue because I don't have much time.
You're doing something.
Here we've got two Limboges plates. These are Haviland and Company. We've bought and sold these before. They have butterflies painted on them. Holy smokes, they're marked $50 a piece. That's crazy.
Okay, they were just like...
These are marked $50 a piece. I wish I could get $50 a piece for these.
They are Haviland. These are beautiful though. I like the butterflies. I love the butterflies.
We bought and sold these before. I'm pretty sure we did not get $50.
No, we didn't have... No, the ones we had were like Bailey Banks and Biddle.
Yeah.
And they were solid.
On them.
They were solid dinner plates with birds and butterflies.
Birds and butterflies trump just butterflies. Everybody knows that.
And these were priced at 50 a piece. I'm thinking 15.
15 to 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got those.
I do like the handles on them though.
I do. I like the handles.
That
too.
I really like.
Handles are nice. We've got this guy right here. I'm kind of suspecting that this may have had a stopper of some sort. And you're gonna say, no, it's not ground. It didn't have a stopper. But
it could, if
like
it's more modern, it could have very well had a stopper, very similar to this perfume bottle, with a plastic or a rubber insert over the end of it, which would require it to not be ground.
I see what you say.
So, because if you, I mean, this one they still did grind the inside of the perfume bottle, but it's not necessary on that piece.
Yeah. I like this. It's kind of an amberina, but not quite, because it's got this dark ruby glass, and then there's just a hint of kind of a amber orange. I don't know. It's a really, I really love the glass. That's something that we're gonna have to take a photo of outside to really capture that. They had it marked for $28. I would expect about half of that, 12 to 15 for that. This piece right here.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, I know. The reason I knew what this was is because of my viewers. In a previous video, I had picked up 2 plates. They were American Sweetheart by Macbeth Evans, I believe. Macbeth Evans Glass Company. And
I'm trying to figure out why they wrote as is. That would be why.
Oh, bummer. Thanks
One
for that.
doink on the lip.
There's a doink. But it's a large serving plate, and we have 2 others listed right now. That's the larger plate and the smaller plate. So this was just...
So this was the middle size.
No, this is the larger plate.
This is the larger?
Yeah, I have a one that's smaller and then one that's even smaller.
Okay,
so this would have been the large plate. So
but
I saw it and I grabbed that without realizing it was chipped. But I'm not sure how much it would go for. They have it marked for $9. I feel like that's probably about what it's worth. But anyway, I think we're going to have to take a break from this video. We're going to be back to film more. We've got a couple more boxes. I'm not going to push this to a part 2, but I'm going to stop recording now and we'll be back
probably tonight to finish.
Probably tonight in maybe different clothes to finish this video. But I've got to go get my hair done. I'll probably have different hair tonight, too.
I wear the same shirts like 3 days in a row. I wear my underwear like a week in a row. I save on water. I'm cheap, you know?
You're weird.
My family calls it my superpower. It's my ability to see value in things that other people might overlook.